For all the latest updates, subscribe to Newsline.
US President Donald Trump said that he is once again building the greatest economy in the world in a tweet. The tweet has come after Trump received a lot of flack for his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has impacted the global economy. US currently has the highest number of cases and deaths of COVID-19. Donald Trump claimed he would be leading against former US President Joe Biden by 25 points in the polls for the upcoming presidential elections if it weren't for fake and illegal investigations into his alleged ties to Russia. According to latest polls, Democratic leader and candidate of the presidential elections Joe Biden is ahead of Donald Trump. Trump is behind Biden by 7 points. Colin Powell became the latest notable Republican and former military leader to express concern about President Donald Trump, saying he'll vote for Joe Biden in November instead. The former Secretary of State said that by threatening to use active duty US troops against protesters last week, Trump showed he has drifted away from the US Constitution. Thousands of Israelis demonstrated against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's plan to extend sovereignty over parts of the occupied West Bank, de facto annexation of land that the Palestinians seek for a state. The protest was organized by left-wing groups. Boris Johnson said that the protests across England against racial inequality and systemic racism sparked by the death of African-American man George Floyd have been subverted by thuggery. Boris Johnson's remark came after several police officers were injured during the protests. Nearly 80 people have died in the UK after testing positive for COVID-19. It is the lowest daily increase since the lockdown began. No new deaths were recorded in Scotland or Northern Ireland. Experts say the number of deaths recorded over the weekends tend to be lower because of reporting delays. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is considering giving drivers up to £6,000 to swap their diesel and petrol cars for electric vehicles under plans to relaunch the economy. Johnson is said to be looking at July 6th as a potential date for an announcement on the new car scrappage scheme. The Health Ministry in Spain reported just one COVID-19 related death in the last 24 hours. Nearly 70 fatalities due to COVID-19 have been reported over the last 7 days in the country. Italy reported 53 new deaths of COVID-19, bringing the death toll to over 30,000 as a growing number of regions registered no new cases. The slowing trend of deaths seen last month continued in the first week of June, confirming that the peak of the crisis has been left behind. Some areas that were hit first by the virus outbreak have not reported any new infections.